What's up, you guys? Hope you guys are doing awesome. So today we're gonna talk about a very promising game that will come out maybe early or mid of next year, probably, and it seems to have a lot of potential with very interesting partners and very intriguing features. So let's get into it. But before we do, just know that this is all speculation. Don't invest more than what you can lose. Assume that you will lose everything and you won't get rich quick. NFT gaming is so risky as it's so brand new. And please do your own research. Don't trust random people off the internet with your financial well-being. If you hear about it on YouTube, by that time it's probably too late. Just wait for a dip if you are interested in a project and after you research it. So please do your own research. That'll be one of the best plays you'll make. Okay, so let's get into. First, go on the website real quick. Alright, cool. So now we got a website. The website looks very clean. Okay, game features, token features. Click on that later. Okay, RPG game. Probably more like a space game, what I'm assuming. Okay, like a spaceship game. Media mentions, roadmap. Let's see it. Apps, visors, NFT sale. So that seems like they're on that. Expiration, not yet. Gamification, so that's probably next year. GameFi Red Kites, those are some good partners. Poly Launcher, PancakeSwap, so 27, so that's the TGE. Investors, Mr. Beast, very interesting. So you got some very powerful influencers on her side. Magnus Capital, the usual, Everse Capital, Raptor, ST Labs, okay. Big Network, okay. I like that. NFT trade, okay, solid. Hackon, BSC, solid. Alright, let's keep going. Okay, now they're going to talk about the Wars token itself, in-game governance, upgrading, staking, okay. NFT Marketplace, PT Awards. Then we'll go over this later in analysis. Let's see, go in NFT auction. Let's see if that's still going on. I'm pretty sure it ended. Let's see. Alright. Yep, I think it ended a while back. I think that's where you get weapons and crates. Okay, and then we got sales of planets. Very interesting. And then you can stake them to earn more wars and other resources too. So probably like Genesis NFTs. Very interesting. Okay, and then the rarer the NFT, the more various the resources you'll get. Very interesting. Okay, I think that's it. Let's go into their white paper. Yeah, there's also staking for wars to earn game, which is their other token, which will be used in the game for other features. So I like that. So I believe you can stake wars, and let me double check. So here I like that you can stake your wars, single staking right away to earn game. And then there's also wars BSD if you want, I'm assuming, more rewards for more risk of impertinent loss. You got vesting for the big boys. Alright, let's dive a little bit more into their white paper. We just got random info. There we go. Okay, now we talk about combat, exploring, developing. Okay, I like that. Maybe we can develop cities on the planets. So let's see. Lights mission, okay. Exploring, okay. Seems like they're separating the game into different chapters. So we got exploring first, developing your team, different ships, weapons, the mechs. Oh, pretty cool. Okay, we got PvP too. You know, in wars, personalize your character. So maybe different skins and different equipment you can wear. You got PvE, so maybe finding like space monsters or something. Pretty interesting. Okay. Oh, okay. So there'll be NFT robots. So I'm assuming that'll be our main avatar for the game. And let's see their roadmap. Okay. So Q3 planning, then Q4 where we're at. IDO done, staking done, releasing limited characters. Okay, done. And now they gotta release their game demo early next year. New roles, pre-sale universe. Okay. Elements, NFT marketplace, PvP, PvE. So, okay, so they're targeting Q2 for gameplay. Okay, very interesting. If you purchase terrain, so pretty much land, you can mine it, build homes, farm, harvest. Okay, so it's like actual land. It's like The Sims, Azure Alliance. Okay, pretty interesting. The more you develop it, the more rewards you get. Okay, pretty cool. I like that. Okay, then we got the Wars token utility. Looks like it's the same utility as before. Now we've purchased booster packs. Okay, governance, alright, same things before. Then purchasing, yep, saying the same thing. Demo, let's see this. Oh, just kidding, it was the stuff mentioned before. Partners, investors, alright, already mentioned before. Alright, contact info, we got all the social medias, which we'll explore later. And to be honest, there's not much info here. There's like a lot of repeated slides. So I'm going to try to scour their medium and ask the mods on the Discord and stuff for more info, and so we'll learn about it more in the analysis. Alright, let's get into the analysis. So, does it have solid gameplay? In terms of difficulty, it's a very complex game. There's many ships, characters, module weapons, devices, perks, and it's a space fantasy RPG where you'll probably have to invade, defend your planets, attack other PvP, PvE, different bosses, and NPCs, etc. So actual gameplay, and is it fun? There's no gameplay yet. It's coming Q4 of, or Q1 or Q2 of 2022. Most likely, they're going to release a text-based minigame for the NFT planet buyers, those Genesis NFTs. So there's no gameplay right now. So, but a question that is posed is, how do they keep the community engaged, especially with competitors incoming like Mechmaster, Phantom Galaxies, and I saw like 2 more popping up. So there's a lot of competitors in this space, so we'll see how they do it. In terms of artwork, it's very aesthetic, as shown through the website, has a little space dystopian to it. So it doesn't really pop out, but it is very aesthetic. So in terms of the play loop progression, it's more complex. You explore different galaxies, uncover mysteries, maybe you get some blueprints to build mechs, maybe you spend like their coin wars to build it, or game 2. Then you develop your team composition. I'm not too sure how many players, mechs you get to use. Then you battle PvP or PvE, you keep upgrading your squad. Then I'm assuming the more advanced you get, the more you earn. You just repeat that. Then in terms of familiarity and opposite uniqueness, it reminds like Bioshock, StarCraft, Gundam, you know, those mech vibes. So I think people will really be attuned to this and they'll probably like it. And uniqueness, there's not much unique about it now, so I think that's a big issue that they'll have to address later on as the game comes out and gets more developed. So, do they have a great team? In terms of experience, it's unknown. I mean, they were able to bring in great investors and partners, however, it's still unknown, so that still is a red flag. For interviews and MEAs, it's decent. They've done multiple text streams and live streams, MEAs, but there's not on YouTube. I want to see one of their founders talk more about the game, so hopefully they release more in the future about that once the game gets more developed. Then for transparency, there's one founder on Twitter, another on an AMA, maybe another one, I'm not too sure. So there's maybe 2 to 3, so they need to be a lot more transparent to just gain more trust from the potential investors, right? However, the moderators have been really good. They answered my questions super quick about the game, so that's a good sign. Next question is, do they have awesome investors and partners? So the investors are solid. You got Raptor Capital, Coinbase, IC Labs, you know, the usual like decently sized firms. And then you also got Mr. Beast, which is a very unique investor, and he's able to pump the coin with tens of millions of people in his audience, so that's going to be a very valuable person. Then partnerships, they're very good at this. So you got GameFi, Red Kite Network, NFTV, NFT Trade, MetaGods, so they're going to branch out to other metaverses, Mintable, and maybe they'll do scholarships in the future like GuildFi, Good Games Guild, Yield Games, Merit Circle, and all that jazz. But in terms of this field, they're really good at this. So next, they have a strong community emphasis. So it's really great. They have a really passionate community. They have a bunch of AMAs, beta for active users. They're creating that text-based game, which is it's better than no gameplay. So that's a good sign. And they're also very active by going to conferences in person, like the Miami one. I forgot what it's called. So they're really good at community. And the community they built right now is a very enthusiastic group of people. They have amazing mods. So their community is really strong despite having no gameplay. So that's a good sign that maybe if there's like a bear market that comes before their game gets released, which is a very likely scenario or a very real scenario, then they'll be able to get through it. Then for creators and influencers, they're very good. They got Mr. Beast, they got Alex Becker, so very good. And then they have a bunch of YouTubers covering it, so maybe a lot of people are interested in this game. They have invite contests to reward people with NFTs, so but they also need to create unique stickers and gifts for Discord and Telegram, so that's maybe lore for the plants too, so that you can create like a more unique identity, but maybe that's not needed as of now due to their passionate community. Then they have tons of giveaways, so it's all in that. Weekly meetings, there's none, but there's frequent MEAs, so they could do weekly meetings, but they do a lot of MEAs, so they're pretty good on that aspect. So are they long-term oriented? And they have a 1-year plan, so it's pretty solid. You got the demo release coming out, planet sales, other NFT sales, marketplace, PvP, PvE later. However, this looks like the standard long-term roadmap, so they need something that will differentiate them. The vesting, it's great for the team and advisors. They have 1 year. However, there's kind of a red flag, which I'll discuss later for the private sales. So in terms of community rewards, it's pretty good. It's like around 30%, and it's fair distribution. After checking the tokenomics, it's very good, except the private sales is abnormally high at around 22.2%. So that's like really high. Usually the other ones are like maybe 10 to 15%. And these ones are opening up, I believe, around January 20 something, which I'll discuss later, but that's going to be a huge dump on that date due to mostly the private sales. So vesting periods, as mentioned before, it's solid. However, for private and public sales, lockup is for 3 months, so that's solid too. However, there will be 12 months of daily vesting. So that means that these people get tokens daily, which may be good, as in there will be like less huge dumps. However, there will be continuous sell-offs. So I wonder if the token price will go up or it'll just remain stagnant because of that. So we'll see how that goes. For stakes and staking, very good. They have a bunch of features as mentioned before, and they haven't really discussed on token burning mechanisms, so if they discuss that a little bit more, that would be awesome. For social media presence, they're really good at this. So they have a great website. It's very clean, as shown before. Different people posting on Reddit from not only the team, but the community too. Twitter, really good too. Then Facebook is not there, so that was a little typo. But their Discord and Telegram is excellent. They have a bunch of YouTube content for a bunch of creators, and you can easily find MetaWars on Google when you first search it. So for decent, their medium articles are around 2 per week, so maybe if they bump it up to 3 to 4 or 5, that'll be awesome. Official YouTube, they uploaded for 2 weeks and then they just stopped uploading all of a sudden, so they need to get more consistent uploading. So they don't have to upload a bunch at like every day or something. They can just upload 1 or 2 videos weekly just to show the progress of the game. They also have a email which you can type in. However, I don't think I've received a newsletter yet, so maybe it's my spam or something. Maybe I should double check, but if they're going to do an email thing, they should probably create a newsletter just to share more info about the game, right? Since the game hasn't been released yet. So for a week, they need to create a proper white paper in GitHub ASAP. They have like a pitch deck, but there isn't tokenomics and there's a lot of info missing, so that'll be a very important thing to do. They have no Facebook or TikTok, so they also need to create more unique memes to spread viral. So maybe TikTok trends or something like that. Just something to really differentiate themselves from the other mech sci-fis out there. Then, in terms of earning methods, they're pretty solid at this. It's like the standard, right? So you got your PvP, the high quality, low quantity method to earn wars. So you get the best mechs, you beat the best people, you get the most rewards in terms of that. You can also flip your Genesis or upgrade NFTs like weapons, ships, mechs, etc. Then you can also farm PV, which I assume will have less rewards. You can also upgrade to earn more, but I'm assuming based on the regular trend that PvP will probably earn the most. Then for staking, they're very solid. They have Wars BSD on PancakeSwap. You can stake that also on their website for their second token, which is Game. And then you can also single stake Wars for Game. So I really like that. That's really rare that they allow single staking for another token. So that's very good on them. Then you have other stuff. You have land, which you can mine, build homes, farming, harvesting, materials, and etc. So I really like this aspect. I'm thinking if they can really hone in on this aspect of the trading planets, they can really make themselves unique. Then for needs, longer varying war staking is needed toward loyal holders. So let's say 15 days, you get 30%, 60 days, you get 80% APY, and then it just stacks on more because due to those private sales vesting periods opening, this is going to cause a lot of people to be very cautious. They probably will want to get in and out of wars very quickly. So having these longer APYs will put their mind at ease, as they'll probably think, oh, even if it's a dump, at least I'm still getting high APY and then I'll be able to sell in a pump later. Then lower fee coin trading, so maybe Matic, that'd be awesome, or different exchanges. Then content creator rewards and ambassadors, so they have fraud contests, but they haven't really made clear about creator rewards, so if they made it more clear, that'd be awesome. In terms of game security, they have one by hacking with no major red flags, and that was about, literally a month ago. However, there's literally no game, so they'll need to get another one once the game comes out. And the chat rooms are pretty clean. There's not much spam, and there's no hack history yet, so the coin seems solid, but we'll see once the game comes out if there are any red flags or if it's solid. So let's get into the concerns, right? So the biggest one is that the game is literally probably at least 3 to 7 months out, and that's a really long time, right? You got all these competitors coming out, and then you got those big vesting periods opening up, especially the private sales. So in order to retain their loyal and passionate audience, they'll need a great demo, beta gameplay, and then more info on token burning just to get their investors at ease due to the incoming inevitable dumps in around 2.5 months. Medium is, as mentioned before, how will they separate themselves from the other sci-fi games? Maybe if they really hone in on the planets aspect and make it really unique, maybe make it a place where other players can come and then they can hang out on their planets, and maybe they can have different mini games on there. That'd be really awesome. And then also, if we're able to learn more about the team, that will put a lot of people at ease. So more info and AMAs are needed as the game progresses. And also due to the daily vesting, once the vesting period's open, a question that will pop up in many people's mind is, will the investors continuously sell? So maybe a deal with them can be made where they get higher APY if they stake for a longer time too. So this could be a red flag, but it could also be a good thing, as in there will be no major monthly dumps, but they'll just be continuously selling off. So it could work in their favor. We'll just see how they handle it. Small ones include scholarships. That'll be awesome. Maybe getting an audit after the game launches. Also updating the white paper of tokenomics and showing updates on a game. So just like one short clip on YouTube or even on Discord, maybe a Medium article or something like that. Just anything. Alright, so in conclusion, this game is one of the more intriguing prospects. They have a very passionate community that they cultivated with some amazing influencers like Alex Becker, who literally pumped it yesterday, and Mr. Beast, who can pump it big time. And they have very fascinating game features like the mechs, ships, planets, perks. So very interesting stuff. And the team is also very good with their social media. And this can be viewed as a con, but could also be viewed as a pro, where since the game won't be out for probably at least several months, this creates an amazing opportunity for you to get in really early before it blows up. Maybe in a few months, once the game releases, Mr. Beast shouts it out, it pumps like 300, 500% or something, which I believe could probably happen. However, on the other hand, vesting periods for very big holders, especially private ones, will probably open before the game is released, which is around 2.5 months for your vesting period to open. So maybe they'll do something where they will start selling the game launch news. Maybe they accumulate a bunch of tokens, then news gets released where the game launch will happen soon, and then they just dump a bunch on the market. Maybe they wait for Mr. Beast, shout out, not Mr. Beach. However, that could be a good dip buying opportunity, or just you sell the news along with them. And bigger incentives for hodling the coins are needed. So like mentioned before, the longer staking times of higher APY, and they really need to differentiate themselves from the competitors. So maybe zoning in on their planets, their perks, ships, features, but we really don't know because the game hasn't come out yet. So we'll see about that. And smaller fixes include updating the white paper and just making the overall experience more aesthetic. So it's up to you to decide whether this investment is solid or not. Important dates include dip buys around the 27th of next year of January. So that'll be when the big private and public sales open. And then October 27th, 2022, that's when teams and advisors open also. Then a year after that, that'll be when all of their coins are released. Then for bullish news to sell off of, game launch will probably be sometime between Q1 and Q2 of next year, which you can sell off of. Maybe it might be earlier this year, but probably not. And then there will also be planet mech and ship sales, probably weapons too, which you can sell off of, and also influencer pumps like Alex Becker from yesterday, and probably Mr. Beast later on if he mentions it on a Twitter post or something that'll make the game go crazy. So thank you guys for watching. Feel free to like, comment what you think of MetaWars, what other games you want to see covered, what games you're watching right now, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and referral codes and MetaMask address are in the caption if you want to donate and support the channel more. So most importantly, these videos are for entertainment purposes and are not recommendations, as I'm not a licensed professional. You win in crypto by surviving long term, so no excessive leverage, no liquidations, and protecting your capital, right? So you survive, the more you survive in crypto, the longer you'll be able to reap the benefits. In terms of the market cap and potential of crypto, it is very early, it's very small compared to what it probably will be in 5 to 10 years. So the more you can hold really good blue chip opportunities, the more you'll be able to benefit from them. Then the best investments are the ones where you have the greatest conviction in, and you do this by doing your own research. And more importantly, the best play in crypto is through contributing your unique personality and skill set to community's needs. It's not some random token, right? It's contributing whatever you can offer, whether that be helping a game market more, whether that be building a community, coding, managing other people, just anything that you can utilize your skills set that you already have to help contribute to a project, a community that really needs it. Okay, so thank you for watching, and talk to y'all next time.